Troy Huddleston with Roadworks Manufacturing. Here talking with Mr. Dan himself.
This is Dan Brubaker out of Sigourney, Iowa, and our shop, One of a Kind Customs. And this is our new truck we built, a 1996 Peterbilt called Low Life.
What can you tell me about this truck, Dan?
This was a truck we started on back in September, and it's a 1996 Peterbilt 379. It's one we had a vision of a chop top that's never been done before. We took an 8-inch chop out of the bunk and cab, and then took 3 inches out of the cowl, firewall, and the hood.
Wow.
Just to give it a unique proportional chop.
That seems like a lot of cut.
You know, it's never been done, and we found out why.
Yeah, he found out why.
So
yeah, I've seen chop tops, but doing the chop on the top and the cowl, that's unheard of. I mean, that is crazy.
I mean,
it really turned out super. I mean, it looks great.
And it's got a 5 cat motor.
Very cool.
It's got an 18-speed transmission. We did a crazy lowrider paint scheme on it,
Right.
and a 30,000 watt sound system.
How many?
30,000.
Woo!
So
That's awesome. What's the wheelbase on? It looks pretty long.
312.
Okay, yeah, you're outdoing me by a couple. That's okay. I understand.
Oh,
Tell me about some of the parts that you put on this truck and where you received them from.
so front bumper we got out of Roadworks. Roadworks been a huge sponsor on this build on getting us the parts we needed.
Okay.
We've got a 20-inch mitered out to 18 bumper.
Right.
We've got a custom grill that you guys designed.
Okay.
Roadworks visor. We've got Roadworks stacks, Roadworks boxes, Roadworks drop panels.
Oh,
We
looks
had
good.
a eye panel that was rushed here to the show
Uh-oh.
that went between the fuel tanks.
Okay.
So, and it turned out amazing.
That's cool. Well, and you call the truck.
We called the truck Low Life. With the low top, we lowered the suspension.
Everything's low. So
Yep.
You just kind of went with that. Yeah.
The rear suspension, we built our own brackets on the back
Yeah.
and put them up as high as we could. We took our stops out.
Right.
We literally set our frame on the axles and we drop it down.
Wow. That's pretty low. And I'm digging the paint scheme on it. That's like a lowrider type paint scheme, I think. It looks like something right out of a lowrider magazine, really. That's what it looks like.
Our painter's originally from California.
Oh, wow. There you go.
We brought him in on the build.
Okay.
We did everything in-house. He worked out of our shop. We gave him an idea of what we wanted to do,
Right.
and he asked if he could put his touch in it.
Sure.
And we've had a lot of people say it's got that California feel.
It definitely does. It definitely does. There's no question about that. Whose wheels are those? Those look like custom wheels.
So they're Alcoa rims that were milled out to design that
So those
triangle pattern,
Those are one-off?
pretty much.
Okay.
They've never been put onto a semi.
Really? Okay.
So-
That's cool. How many lights do you have on it?
So we've got 64 of the mini watermelon from you guys
Mini watermelon?
down the side.
Yep.
And then we've got 10 LED light bars underneath of it.
Okay.
So it's got white underglow with red side lights. There's 5 cab lights on the top of the mini watermelon with a new smaller cab light design
Say, that's
on the housing.
Is that a custom?
That's a custom made piece.
Well, almost everything on the truck is, but that sure looks like something different that I've not seen before.
Yeah, that's the first batch that came out of production. And then on the glass, we went through and put all bronze clear glass in it.
Okay.
So something a little different.
Yeah, you can see
So-
it's a little different color, so yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, and then our firewall, we completely shaved everything off the firewall.
Wow.
And the only thing on there is the hood guides at the top and the steering shaft that comes through on the driver's side.
That's cool. What did you do under the hood?
So under the hood, we completely pulled the motor out and the transmission and painted it all that candy apple red.
Wow.
PDI was a big help in this build.
Okay.
They got us a chromed out turbo. We installed a new radiator. Everything's painted to match.
Okay. So it's all painted up and or chromed underneath the hood.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It turned out pretty sweet.
That's awesome. Well,
So
this is the first show for this truck. You were still working on it when you got here.
yeah, I mean, we cut her down to the wire.
Well, that's the way to do it.
So-
I guess. That's what all the big boys do.
I don't know. I see a lot of guys that are done a couple weeks in advance and just wiping down.
I don't know how they do it. This amount of work, they didn't have to do that much work is how they did it, I guess.
Yeah. No, we went.
That truck has taken a ton of hours. I know it had to.
Yeah. 4 months of 15 to 20 hour days between my brother and I.
Yeah.
Just in paint alone, our painter figured up his hours for just what he did, and paint alone, he had 305 hours.
Oh, wow.
So that kind of surprised me.
That's a lot. Well, it sure looks awesome.
I really appreciate it.
Hope you guys do well here at the show. Well, thanks a lot, Dan.
Yeah.
Appreciate the information. I'm sure everybody's going to want to know about it because it's a standout, no question.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.